get canceled. I don't want Drake to get canceled. I want this nigga to go on and keep winning and making smashes for the world. But he's not playing the music game. He's playing the culture game. And what is my name? Ray Daniels, aka what?
Culture. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Please like the video and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. So, Universal Music Group has officially responded to Drake's lawsuit involving Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us diss track, accusing Drake of attempting to save face in the wake of losing a rap beef to Kendrick Lamar. According to Billboard, the record label filed a motion on Monday, March 17th, to dismiss the lawsuit, calling Drizzy's accusations against them meritless, as he filed the defamation lawsuit due to the public embarrassment he endured. So the motion read, plaintiff, being Drake, one of the most successful recording artists of all time, lost a rap battle that he provoked and in which he willingly participated. Instead of accepting the loss like the unbothered rap artist that he often claims to be, he has sued his own record label in a misguided attempt to salve his wounds.
To get canceled. I don't want Drake to get canceled. I want this nigga to go on and keep winning and making smashes for the world. But he's not playing the music game. He's playing the culture game. And what is my name? Ray Daniels, aka what?
Culture referee.
Okay, I'm only speaking on culture moves. Now, I don't speak on music moves he's making because musically he's great, but culture he probably doesn't understand because he's not from here. So it's like if I come to Safety Harbor, they might treat me different than they treat me in the Bronx.
Gotcha.
They might have different rules, you know. So it's like you just got to learn the nuances of the communities and people that you're part. And what I would have told Drake is, he has home court advantage. Number one. Number two, you can't divide the pie. Whew. Here's what I mean by that. I'm friends with a lot of people. If two people I'm friends with have a problem, then my job is to remain neutral. Don't divide the pie, because now you're making people choose his side or my side. So what Drake also did was, instead of saying, so here's a prime example, what Drake did when the basketball player was in the video, Rose, he could have just been like, yo, shout out to DeRozan, he's from Compton, he just represents his people. That's all he was doing. DeRozan wasn't trying to disrespect you still his man, but this nigga's from my block, bro. I gotta show up for him. Mm-hmm. The same way SGA showed up in the Drake video. He's a Canadian. It's like, so you're making people pick sides because you're angry at LeBron for listening. You're angry at, you see what I'm saying? Gotcha. Drake divided the pie, y'all. Mm-hmm. Listen, when Biggie and Pac was beefing, it was an East Coast versus West Coast thing. And your alliance was where you lived in the country. Am I right, Jordy? If you were a kid, you was from the East Coast, you was with fucking Big. If you was from the West Coast, the pie was divided already. That's why it was so prolific when they call it the East versus West Coast beef war, because then it became sides, right? Drake divided the pie when he basically said whoever is enjoying Kendrick is against me. Yeah. When he shouldn't have. That's a bad move, because now you just you drew a line in the sand that nobody even saw. They were just having fun. Nobody even knew that it was serious. It wasn't like you gotta understand something. The Drake Kendrick beef wasn't like the Big and Pac beef. Yeah. The Drake and Kendrick thing was a battle.
Gotcha.
The Biggie and Pac thing was a beef.
Gotcha.
It was on site. It was when I see you, it's on. A battle is I'm gonna hit you, you gonna hit me. I'm gonna hit you, you hit me. So that's the difference in how it goes. But there's a home court advantage every time. Like every game is played somewhere except for the Super Bowl, and then even then, if you play it in an NFC venue or AFC venue, that determines the home team. So if you're playing in Atlanta, the NFC team is the host. So they still have ways to make you pick sides, but what Drake did was he divided the pie, and that's what really hurt him, because now, instead of us all being like, what you got? What you got? We in the middle of like 11 and shit, we like, he's winning. Fuck me, what would I do? I just said he was winning. He's up right now. Fuck you, nigga, fuck all y'all. Y'all say he's winning. I hate all y'all. It's like, yo, he divided the pie. He made us pick sides. Go ahead, Moski.
Nah, I was gonna say that proves your point even more. Like the man's privilege, like he's just used to having his way.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it ain't going my way. You against me. Instead of just accepting it, like okay, no, you feel me? Like no love lost. Like you just doing what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Every man takes a L at some point in time.
Yeah.
And he took a L, and instead of taking it, he divided the pie. He made Universal go over there with them. iHeart, y'all with him. Spotify, y'all with him. Everybody's with him. And it's like, no, they're not.
Yeah.
You're just losing. And if you would have just came back and hit him, you would. And that's why I hate talking about it, because if Drake is incredible, bro. Kendrick's catalog can't fuck with him.
Facts.
Kendrick don't have none of the fuck with him, but Kendrick is Mastro's and Drake is Chick-fil-A, and I stress that. Mastro's means we eat it when we can, and we happy to get it when we can. Chick-fil-A is what we have access to every day.
Yeah.
So Drake gonna give us an album, a double album, a feature album, a collab album, and Kendrick is gonna give us one every 3 or 4 years. And that's why it's so, when it comes, we cherish it the old school way. Drake is actually king of the old school, the new school, and Kendrick is king of the old school, the way they do things. Kendrick still follows the Nas, Jay-Z, DMX pattern where they're dropping music depending on where they are, not necessarily just dropping music because they want to stay relevant.
Like old
Kendrick,
soul.
yeah, Kendrick doesn't care about relevance. That's another thing. Another thing about the battle that's very interesting is that one person that had all the fanfare and one person that didn't care about fanfare. Drake had the fanfare. He didn't have to he earned it. Let me take that. He had the fanfare and Kendrick didn't. So Kendrick was never a favorite. So he came in the underdog. He came in like, what you gonna do with this nigga? And he beat him. And I think that hurt him, but it's okay. Ali got knocked down. Mike Tyson got locked down. Every great has been knocked down. And what do their coaches say when they get knocked down? Get back up. And that's all I'm saying. I'm saying don't lay down and point fingers. Get back up and fight. You're too great for that. That's all I'm saying. It's weird because this nigga, dog, I know all his music. He's incredible. My kids love him. Everybody loves him. It's just, you're fucking up right now.
Yeah.
You know what it's like? What's happening with Drake right now is, I'm going to take it back to, say if this was 1994 and I'm on a microphone. And Michael Jordan is trying to play baseball. He just did a 3-peat and he's trying to play baseball. And I'm like, he's not good at baseball. He's not going to make it. And everybody's like, shut up. He's Michael Jordan. He's going to be. And I'm like, he's not good enough. He's not going to make it. Yeah. And then everybody hate me. And then he goes back to the NBA in 95, 96 and he wins back to back to back. Was I right or was I wrong?
You was right.
That's my point. I'm going to give y'all a, see what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, the coach doesn't call the play according to what is happening right now. He calls the play based on what has to happen to change whatever is happening, if it's not, or to keep what's happening. So a coach calls a play. I have a rule in business, guys. One of my rules in business. I tell everybody this. My first rule is we don't ever fuck up the money. Drake is fucking his money up. This battle has hurt his money a little bit. You can say whatever you want. You can say it didn't, but it had. The nigga went from making $700 million a year to $400 million a year. Still hurt his business a little, right? So that's the first thing. So war hurt his business. Like, there was no benefit for him to be in that. It was for the culture. And now he's making it about business. So he basically took one of the greatest moments in hip hop culture history.
The legal back and forth that he's having right now with Universal Music Group. So yesterday, Judge Jeanette Vargas in New York denied Universal Music Group's request to stay discovery. So Universal Music Group was saying, yo, can you pause on this whole discovery, letting us let Drake and team get into our business until we explore the motion to dismiss this whole thing that they have asked. They want it thrown out. They say it's BS. He's just mad because he lost a rap battle.
Right.
A judge said, well, we're still gonna, that motion to dismiss, it's still gonna happen, and they set a date for that. But no, I think that the discovery thing can happen and should happen. So I'm not gonna say that we're gonna stop it. This is a big deal.
What that mean now, though?
That means that Drake and team can go in and do what they've been saying that they wanted to do for a very long time. They can go in, they can look at contracts, including things that are in relation to Kendrick Lamar, emails, phone conversations, basically just come in and get all in the business of communications and processes and operations and all of that stuff.
I seen that yesterday.
For UMG.
So they were able to get Kendrick's contract to UMG, his signing contract and his deals and all that? That sounds crazy.
Well, they haven't done it yet. They just got the go ahead to be able to move forward. And I don't know specifically which contracts they're asking for, but I think that I don't know why would they need a signing contract.
What are they going to discover that they don't already know, though? That the machine puts a little extra oomph behind records that are already moving, just like I'm sure they're doing with Nokia right now.
Yeah. Well,
it's the truth, though. Like, what are they going to find out?
I think what they trying to go in and find out is like any wrongdoing of the machine making oomph and all that stuff.
That wrong. If it's wrongdoing, then it's typical record industry practices that have been going on since the beginning of time. That people like Drake have benefited from. That people like Kendrick have benefited from. That all of their artists benefit from.
But what if it's not? What if it's none? That's going to make you look crazy.
Yeah, we talked about
ain't even no foul play, nothing going on.
It's like a baseball player looking for steroids, and you're like, oh, it's the same stuff I've been using. whether you know you was using it or not.
Yeah. No, but to Jess's point, we talked about this on the podcast yesterday, the latest with Lauren LaRosa. I said that if there's nothing found, he just looks like a crybaby. It just looks like, you know what I mean? But if there is things found, and it can be something small, like it could be one employee that happened to maybe send a Uber or send a gift or something that can look.
Uber.
I mean, because you have certain
You
rules.
think Kendrick Lamar getting an Uber?
No, I just mean like there's certain rules. A big one, not the little. There's certain rules around like bribery, and I'm sure I don't know all the rules when it comes to radio, but I know like.
But that's not going to be in a contract, and the sad thing about it is
it's not going to be in the contract.
But
if you look
not
at
just
the table,
contracts though.
You stupid.
It's not just contracts.
But if you look at a judge, does the judge know exactly about the music industry to see what he's giving permission for? Like giving up Kendrick's contract, and I don't know what's in Kendrick's contract, but giving up how much money he's making and the money that's spent, that's nobody's business but Kendrick and his label. Like, why would that want to go to somebody else?
But
you know
that's
what I mean?
only one part of it, and I think once we see which contracts they pull and which information they focus on, we can kind of better understand, why they did that. Another part of it was, remember they talked about the bots or whatever that they said they alleged that Kendrick was Drake.
the same bots that have been used for all artists. All Drake is going to expose is secrets that have helped him too. And I don't even know if they're secrets, to be honest with you. Are they secrets? Or is that just standard record business practices at this point?
I thought it was standard record business practices.
All of this stuff, the bots, everything. What are we talking about?
The bots don't matter no more because Drake's team yesterday in the court said that they've exchanged some, letters back and forth, and they're withdrawing those claims. They're